contrary to Dave's sarcasm sometimes, everyone here is actually quite smart. So I'm sure you can already guess what my career is going to be. So my goal in this speech is to inform you about a career in ministry, which is what I want to do. My first main point is that there is a growing need for ministers. Before I continue, I would like to define what I mean by the term ministry. A minister is someone working full-time as either a pastor or a counselor or a missionary, and I'm referring to only Protestant denominations for now. So what I was, my main point was that there's a need for ministers, and what I mean by that is, according to Commission Magazine, there has been a decline by 40,000 people, 40,000 missionaries in the last 3 years, while at the same time there has been an increase in Christians by nearly 200 million worldwide in the last 10 years. So what we see by that is that North America is sort of pulling back and the rest of the world is growing. So the issue is that these people need to be taught. And as an example, if any of you have taken economics, you know that when demand goes up and supply goes down, you get shortages. And that's exactly what's happening with ministry. So my second main point is that there's a large commitment in ministry. It's a very demanding career. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, pastors need 5 to 8 years of education to get their pastorate, and on average they receive $47,000 a year. And to put that into perspective, an accountant with 6 years education generally receives, on average, about $68,000, and a surgeon with 8 years, which is equivalent to many pastorates, receive $200,000 per year average. So I'm not saying that it's wrong that pastors get paid what they do. What I'm saying is that it's an obstacle for them to get through seminary and still be able to pay off their loans after the 8 years. So another commitment in ministry is that it's very stressful. According to Pastoral Care Incorporated, 74% of pastors work 55 to 75 hours per week. And 84% say that they feel that like they're on call 24/7. So it can be very draining on the people, so there's a higher burnout rate in ministry as well, unfortunately. So in contrast to these hardships, I think it would be good to look at some of the benefits that are in ministry, which leads me to my third and final point, and that is that there are many, many blessings and rewards in ministry. A missionary that I know named Lydia said that her favorite part about missions is working with people that she would normally not get to work with. But she also said that the hardest part is being overwhelmed by working with so many people. So the hardships are sort of just an excess of blessings, which is sort of ironic. And for me, the biggest blessing is that I would be able to study God's Word for most of my day, which is my favorite thing, and I was able to find a visual aid at the last minute. So I always keep that with me. And also helping people find, other people and myself find the truth is another one of my favorite things to do. So in summary, there is a growing need, there are many commitments, and there are many blessings for those in ministry. Thank you. Have any questions? Yes?
What kind of ministry are you thinking?
I don't really know. considered the pastorate route, but I'm not exactly certain because like it is 8 years for many of them and 5 years is like the minimum, which is sort of more than I want to do. So we'll see. I'm not sure yet. Yes?
So typically pastors are paid for like through the offering system, right?
Yes.
And so how does that affect like the median or the average pay that?
Generally, it's sort of strange if the head pastor gets paid more than like the average person in the congregation. So the wage usually reflects the community's wage, general average wage. So, you know, with tithes, like they generally is like 10% or more, whatever you want to do. So it really depends on the size of the church.
Sort of a related question about supply and demand. So supply is down, demand's up. Usually that increases the salary for something or the cost of something.
Mm-hmm.
Is that happening in the ministry or not?
Not really, because the demand is overseas. It's not here. So, like with the statistic, 200 million Christians are new in the last 10 years. That's not in that's not in the North Europe or North America. That's other countries. So they don't really. Generally, those people don't get paid very well. They usually have to make their own wages and then do ministry on the side. So
I've heard that church attendance in America is down, on the decline. Is that correct?
it is. Yeah. Thank you.